Coming up this week, we're back with our friends at Global Imports of BMW of Atlanta, and we got this brand new 2024 M4 competition. You guys don't know how long I've been waiting to get my hands behind the wheel of one of these, and we're gonna have some fun today. We're gonna take it around these back roads and see what she can do. That's what we got coming up. I'm Jay Walker. You watch the Life Off Road right here on J-Dub Motorsports. Welcome to another episode of Life Off Road. Thanks again for hitting that play button, folks. Remember to go to my YouTube channel, hit the thumbs up button, like and subscribe. It really helps out the channel. I know a lot of y'all been watching a lot of the videos. You haven't been hitting the like button and subscribe, so please, I beg you, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. Doesn't cost you a thing. Just make sure you have a Google account and subscribe to the channel. The car we're featuring this week is the brand new 2024 BMW M4 competition. Now, you guys just don't realize how long I've been waiting to drive this car from my friends at Global Imports of BMW of Atlanta. And we've had to wait some weeks because you would see a lot of these coming in off the trailers, and they was getting gobbled up just that quick. So finally, we just happened to come up to the dealership today. They had quite a few of these on the lot, and we decided on this one right here. This is a beautiful color. It's not the Dravic gray. It's what they call the skyscraper metallic gray. Very pretty. Goes well with the black. Of course, it's a convertible, which I always like. You know, it has the carbon fiber all around it. I mean, it's just a beautiful, beautiful car. From the way it sits, I mean, the attention to details with the lines, everything is just a perfect blend. But this one is for sale, so if you're interested, you know, give my guys at Global Imports BMW a call. As we come around the front of the car, like I said, you know, a lot of people were yes and no between the new grills that came out a couple of years ago. I actually like this one. It actually looks a whole lot better on the M series. It gives it a more aggressive look, you know, as far as the kidney shape normally that you would get out of a BMW. But this right here, this just, I mean, just screams sucking in air. You got the front fascia right here that's sucking in air. You know, this one doesn't have a front splitter, but I mean, it's definitely getting the business done. You know, sucking that air as you go down. Come up to the top of the hood. Doesn't have heat extractors, but you have just that aggressiveness. You know, it's a different hood compared to the regular 4 Series. If you look at our last video, probably almost 2 years ago, we did an M440i, which was similar to this car. It was similar color. That color was Dravic gray metallic, but it wasn't as quick as this one is, even though that car was very fast. This car has roughly 503 horsepower that's being powered by an inline-6 twin-turbo 6-cylinder engine. So it's making a lot of power. Of course, it's all-wheel drive. As we come around, you know, you have your staggered setup as far as wheels and tires. I love the wheels on these, the V-shaped spoke metallic wheels, the big, I want to say carbon ceramic brakes. I mean, those are some huge rollers with some 6-piston calipers right here. And they sit on a set of 275, 35, 19s in the front. They have 20s in the rear, and these are Pirelli P0 tires, which are the great summer tires. Coming around the side of the car, you have your badge right here. The M4 competition, which looks very nice. Like I said, it's just a very, very sweet looking car. Come around to the back, of course, like I said, the rear 275, 30, 20s. Got the big pie shape ceramic brakes. I mean, it's cross drilled, so you ain't got to ever worry about heating them up. You know, it's very good look. We come around to the back. Like I said, I love the rear of this car. The quad pipes in the rear, we'll let you guys hear that in a minute, but it just has a great stance. This is probably one of my favorite angles of the car. You know, it just gives it a good stance. If you're in traffic somewhere, you pull up on this car, you know it means business. It's pretty sweet. Let me show you guys the car with the top down, because right now we have the top up, which looks very nice with the top up, but looks even better with the top down. So let's demonstrate that real quick. We start the car up. Top goes down probably maybe 20 seconds or so. It's not slow. It's actually one of the fastest moving top procedures we've been in. That's it. It's complete. So there you have it. Top down. It's just a sexy looking car, man. Very sleek. Like I said, the color combination with the black, with the gray metallic, the skyscraper gray metallic, I mean, it's just a nice feature. Before we look at the interior, let's take a look underneath the hood, see what we have underneath the beast. Like I said, folks, there it is. Inline 6, twin turbo powered, 503 horsepower, 480 foot-pounds of torque. Very nice, very fast. This does have the X drive, so it's all-wheel drive. I do love the dual air filters right here. I don't think this is a double throttle body, but a lot of the newer cars, the sport cars especially, trying to get that more air to really go to feed those turbos, so that's a good look. You have your brace tower here for stability. You don't see these in the M440s, so I'm assuming they just come in the full out M cars. That's very nice. Keep you stable on the track as you go around the track. Close that there. Now let's take a look at the interior. All right, folks, so we're inside the car now. It's very, very nice interior. Once again, let's start it up and let you guys hear it. Push button start right here. Foot on the brake. Gauge cluster. All new for 2021, folks. They have the whole one-piece screen right here, which is very nice. You know, the last 4 Series car, you know, they kept having the screens kind of separated. So with 2024, all these come with the new one piece, which is very nice. But it's very sophisticated. You have all your gauges. You have different modes. I can put it in different modes here. Let's see, you got your road, go to track, go to sport. Screen changes over, the gauge cluster changes over into sport mode. Put it in track mode. Have a nice diagram if you're going around the track. Let's see, activated track. Screen comes around, gives you your tire pressure, the whole 9. That screen shuts off because when you're on the track, you want to strictly concentrate right here. So that's a pretty cool feature. Come back. Let's see, sport mode, we already done. And of course, you cannot activate, you can, but they recommend you don't activate the track mode on public roads. See right here, it says do not use on public roads. So you really have to know what you're doing. So you can take this up the road to Road Atlanta, have a little fun with it. But let's start out with our door panels here, show you the interior. You know, nice little subtle frame, nothing too gaudy. You know, no bling bling, just a nice plain flush finish. With our door panels, as you come inside the interior, you have the dash right here. I love this carbon fiber piece right here. This is very nice, which lets you know that this is the top mode package right here, your executive level. Like I said, you have the carbon fiber right here. This does pass the tumbler test. The cup holder does hold. But I want to show y'all this real cool cover here. Like I said, everything is carbon fiber. That's just beautiful, man. I mean, it's beautiful. Very nice, very nice. The seats are heated and ventilated here. You do have your Alcantara around the edges here, which is very nice. Competition seats. They hold you in pretty good as you go around. Back seat is, you know, you get a couple of teenagers back there. Not too big, of course, but you do have your own cup holder back there, just in case you want to go around town or whatnot, but it's very nice. You look at the steering wheel here, Steering wheel, you have your M badge, got carbon fiber right here around your steering wheel. One thing I could probably, if I had to make a gripe about something, is that I think it's probably a little bit too many buttons around here. But everything technology, they want you to control everything to keep you engaged with the car, so you don't have to keep looking down trying to figure stuff out. So once you memorize the whole menu of everything, I guess it works pretty good. I do love the carbon fiber paddle shifters here. You know, so you put in sport mode and manual mode, you can bang the gears, you know, go around these curves, and we'll demonstrate that later when we go on our test drive. Speaking of test drives, I think I'm ready to go on a test drive. You know, open this bad boy up, so let's take it for a ride. All right, here we go. 2024 BMW M4 competition. And you guys just don't realize that I've been waiting to get my hands behind one of these, because I've been so anxious to really compare this with the M440i. And of course, it's no comparison. This one, like I said, folks, earlier, has the inline 6 twin turbo power that's pumping 503 horsepower, and you feel every bit of it. I mean, it's and we're just in straight road mode right now, folks. We haven't even put it in sport mode. I mean, it's I'm telling y'all, man, BMW, like I said, these cars, technology, you just can't beat them. I mean, it shifts so quick. 8-speed automatic Steptronic transmission. I mean, it's all about the business. And you know I can't wait too long, so the next red light we're going to put it in sport mode, because I'm just itching just to put it in sport mode. But off the rip, of course, rides like I expect. Very smooth. This car does feel a little tight suspension wise, because it's the more sportier package compared to just your regular, you know, 4 Series. But I love the stance of this car. I mean, you see this car in the mirror, your rearview mirror, just the aggressive stance from the front grille. A lot of people still gripe about the grille, but between these, the M3s, I mean, this is where it's at, man. I mean, you're either gonna love it or hate it, but when it comes to the performance of what this car can do, you know, this type of grille, you see this in your rearview mirror, is basically barking at you to get your butt out the way, and I mean quick. Of course, the handling is good as always. And we always do our first test, which is the turn radius. And turn radius, of course, is excellent. And this is the convertible, folks, so we are going to pop the top in a little bit. Very shifty, very shifty. This is a driver's car. I mean, you just want to take this to the track or take it up in the mountains, man, pop the top. You know, it's something. Just trying to get it in sport mode real quick. And now we are in sport mode, folks. Let's see what we have underneath the beast. This thing sounds like it has a V8, but it's just a 6-cylinder. No, I don't think you can squeeze that 4.4 liter V8 in here, but I mean this is more than enough, trust me. It really is. I love on the dash as you're going through it, it's actually showing your gears. That's something new. This whole gauge cluster, like I said at the beginning of the video, folks, is new for 2024, which I'm glad they went away from the separate pieces. You know, most automakers are going to the one piece screen, which looks very nice, very modern. You know, everything is just in one pop, gives it a nice sophisticated look. It's a good look. All right, folks, let's go ahead and pop the top. Quit messing around. That's what this car is made for. Yeah, you gotta have the top off with these, man. Just gives the car more sex appeal. Let's keep it, we're still in sport. The car just so much better with the top down. This is really a pretty car though, folks. I mean, it's this color combination with this gray and black, I mean, it really sets a certain tone with this car. It's very, what's the word I'm looking for, a phrase? It's very mellow. I mean, it's just a good looking car. You know, when we first drove, I want to say probably a year ago when we did the M6 convertible, this car kind of feels a little bit similar to that car, but it's a little bit more shiftier than that one. Probably because, I mean, of course, it's a smaller car, of course. But that car was fun to drive. This right here, this setup they have right here, like I said, man, you take this thing to the track, the all-wheel drive on these cars is a game changer. I mean, I don't know how many times I can stress it, because when you're at a light at one of these and somebody wants to run you, they're not going to think you're going to be able to pull off from them. But this car 0 to 60, like I said, it's like in the low 3s, maybe I would give it probably 3.0 on the dot, probably. I mean, because it's like a rocket. I mean, it has such a hard launch to it. You wouldn't think that a car could be able to do that, but with technology, the way everything shifts, I mean, it's something, man. It really is. This car really doesn't feel all that heavy either. I mean, I'm sure, of course, with it being a convertible, it's probably close to 3,700 pounds, but it's not really, it doesn't feel like it's overweight. I mean, getting quite a few stairs. It's a great looking car, man. I mean, it's not too much you can say. I mean, from the appearance of it, I really like these. They sit fairly low. The aggressiveness of it, you know, from the pipes in the back to the front grille. I mean, it's a really sweet looking car. Now the fun part, the curves is unmatched. You know, the handling, 6-piston brake calipers. I think these are carbon ceramic brakes. They're cross drill rollers for sure, but they do stop on a dime. Looks like it has a couple of rev match switches here. Other than that, it's really the only difference I see versus the M440i. Everything is pretty much the same, you know, as far as the setup. It's just the gauge cluster here with the one screen. That's really the only difference I see. Like I said, folks, the car, you know, it feels tight with the suspension, but you know, we're in sport mode, so it's definitely an aggressive stage. But like I said, these Pirelli P0 tires, 6-piston calipers, it handles. I mean, you get no wheel squeal or anything. I mean, it really handles, man. That's one thing BMWs have always stood behind, is the performance and handling, and you really get that out of these cars. Let's do a quick roll on here. Let's do a little launch control. Ready? Properly put it in launch control to really get that feature, but it does get up. This is really a fun car. Look at that, and you got to touch the brakes. Man, like I said, folks, ultimate driving machine, BMW's finest. This is what this car is strictly made for: the windy roads, elevation change, top down. Can't beat it. A lot of fun, man. Well, that's it for this week, folks. I want to thank my good friends up at Global Imports BMW of Atlanta for allowing us to drive this beautiful M4, man. Like I tell you, man, these M cars are really taking over these streets, man. They're surprising a lot of people. I suggest don't ever one up on one, because you might get embarrassed. I mean, they really hold up to its class, and they'll surprise a lot of people. So you ever get a chance to go against one, they're a lot of fun. So I appreciate those guys. Let me give a new shout out to my new subscribers. I appreciate you guys tuning in every week. Let's see where we leave off. Mike Charlton and David Conrad, Rijo, Ricardo de los Santos. We also have a Charlton, Mr. White, Slow and Steady, William Conjer Jr. Let's see, Roland Aguilera. And I saw somebody else, Sueno 325, Sueno 325, John, spells it properly, Jon. Memusky TV. And let's see, and that's it. Appreciate you guys for newly subscribing. Thank you to my current subscribers. We're almost at that 1,000 subscriber mark. I really appreciate you guys sharing with your friends and, you know, sharing the videos and telling people, because like I said, these are a lot of fun. So I really appreciate you guys tuning in. Go to my website, jedupmotorsports.com, order you some merch, t-shirts, tumblers. We're in the heat of the summertime, so it's hot. Order you a tumbler to help keep yourself cool. I also want to thank my help today, my son Juwan, my #1 ace, #1 camera guy. Always takes amazing pictures and helps me look good. You can follow him on his Instagram at Jeddoc, that's JEDDOC.LLC on his Instagram. And follow me on Instagram, Jedup Motorsports. And that's all we pretty much got. So as usual, we're gonna take the scenic way back to the dealership. So we'll see you guys next time. Later.